It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Greetings and welcome to 2K Sports. I rarely say greetings, but I just did. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, alongside Kenny and Shaq. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. And guys, everybody knows about Greg Popovich and his less than verbose approach to sideline interviews and press conferences, but he is one of the most genuine guys in the NBA.
Well, honesty is the best policy.
Oh, can I write that down?
I've never heard that before, have you? I'll tell you, because he'll say the same thing to the 12th man on the team and as he will to the star. You know what? He's kind of like the late, great Dean Smith. If you close your eyes and watch practice, you couldn't tell who were the best players by what he was saying. He just kept it real, kept it honest all the time.
I like that kid. Let's not also forget he's one of the funniest guys in the NBA.
Funny?
Because he doesn't forget at the end, basketball is just a game. He really cares for his players, both past and present.
True.
There are very few like him, Greg Popovich. That's going to wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thank you for joining us.
Why are you waving your arms?
No.
From Brooklyn, New York, and the home of the Nets, we're broadcasting live from Barclays Center. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. For the Brooklyn Nets, they come into tonight's game after losing to the Charlotte Hornets. And they were still in that one right up to the end, guys, but lost by a couple of buckets.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
When you're on the road, those are not points that you can afford to miss out on. Step up, knock down your free throws. They shot themselves in the foot with their struggles at the line.
And as we move past the All-Star break, everyone is fighting for playoff position right now. Do you feel the top 8 teams from each conference getting into the playoffs is a fair number? Would you like to see fewer, more? What do you think?
I think 8's a good number. 16 teams being represented in the postseason for the NBA playoffs. It works out quite well.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Parker and Green, the tried and tested backcourt. Leonard and Aldridge, the 2 stars at the 3 and the 4. And it's Lee in at the 5. And Brooklyn has possession. Outside, Lynn. Lopez a screen. Here's Kilpatrick. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Kilpatrick's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Nets. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And here are the Nets. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
On defense, the Nets. Leonard kicks to Green. Feeds to Aldridge. The 3 from Leonard. The shot missing. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Booker in the corner. Kilpatrick passes to Lynn. Shot clock at 5. Let's go. No good from Booker.
I have no clue what happened with the defense there, but they should be thanking their lucky stars that somehow he bricked that golden opportunity.
Now here is Aldridge. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
There's that 7'5" wingspan coming into play. Aldridge easily making that look inside.
Here's Lynn following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Lynn with it. He's picked up by Parker. A nice shot by Lynn. Lynn's got his first points in this one. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against Cleveland.
In no way that game should have been as close as it was. They sort of stumbled, but they found a way at the end to pull it out.
Leonard attacking. Booker pulls it in. The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Bogdanovich dishes to Booker. Lynn kicks to Lopez. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Parker outside. On the wing, Lee. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lee's got his first bucket of the night.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
That they did, and he's the one guy on D you can't leave alone, or he's going to get to the bucket over and over. Just torched him there.
Here's Kilpatrick. Last time out he had 13 points. He feeds it to Booker. From 13, it's rebounded by Aldridge. San Antonio trailing here. Parker passes to Aldridge. Kicks it to Leonard. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Brook Lopez. And you ask Greg Popovich's coach. He says he's never coached a player who improved as rapidly as Kawhi Leonard.
And that's saying a lot. Remember, Tim Duncan won the Finals MVP in his second season playing alongside David Robinson. But by all accounts, Kawhi is just a tireless worker. You know, while he was at San Diego State, Kevin, he brought 2 lamps from home to the gymnasium because they wouldn't turn on the lights early enough for him to get his workouts in. Now, that's what I call a gym rat.
And he makes the first.
NBA All-Star, NBA Finals MVP, all in such a short period of time. Kawhi Leonard is for real.
Leonard hits them both.
And when you look at the Spurs, it's about the offensive philosophy in terms of ball movement. You look at the numbers, players shoot much more efficiently off of the catch than they do with the dribble. The Spurs exemplify the good to great in ball movement.
Now here's Booker. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Lopez. Green with the rebound. The Spurs have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Picked by Lee. Leonard dishes to Lee. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And the Spurs offense, just beautiful basketball. They call it good to great. You pass up a good shot to set up your teammate with a great shot.
Well, I think what they do well, Kevin, is always explore what it is they can get to first. If it happens in the first 6 seconds, they'll take advantage of you. And if they don't, they'll get into the half court, run multiple pick and rolls. And every time somebody needs an outlet, there's a guy in the right spot to bail you out on the possession. It's often beautiful to watch.
It's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Man, when you look at the Nets over the past couple years, it's really astounding. I mean, they've been near the bottom of almost every major statistical category as a team. I mean, that means that they really have nothing to count on to stabilize themselves when they aren't going well in a game. And when you don't have an identity as a team, boy, it is hard to find consistency.
Here's Parker after the basket by Brooklyn. Leonard kicks to Parker. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, even with the defense right in his face, Parker is just in his comfort zone down inside with that look.
And on the topic of the Nets, it's hard to identify their calling card as a team because the roster, Greg, still seems to be in a state of flux.
And not many draft picks or trade assets. It really may come down to love the ones you're with, at least for a little while longer. I mean, they have some scorers, they have some playmakers. If they can just find a way to block out the noise and play their game, they can be an entertaining play.
And they're on the break. Here's Kilpatrick, and the rejection by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
Lopez with the steal. Lynn against Parker. Trey. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they've put up this month. Number 1, the Spurs.
Well, over the last month, they've started to hit a high percentage of shots, and I think it's due primarily to great shot selection.
Kilpatrick passes to Booker. Lopez outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Bogdanovich. He's covered by Leonard. 3 on the clock. Here's Lopez.
So big and instinctive, Aldridge does a great job of getting in position to contest that shot.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Lee. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green. That's Mills in for Parker. And it's Kilpatrick missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Mills with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, the defense ready for him there in prevent mode, making sure that he didn't get a clean look at that layup.
Here's Kilpatrick. He's covered by Ginobili. Lopez, no luck.
Well, he has more than enough strength to fight through the D and convert that one. I'm surprised he came up short there.
Now here's Mills. D right on him. The wide open look here for Aldridge. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Bogdanovich. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. The Spurs have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Ginobili from out on the wing. He knocks it down. Ginobili's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, this is something he's working on. A good natural leader from the point guard position wants to help out by becoming a better facilitator. Well, if Parker is the slower point guard at this point, Patty Mills comes in and definitely changes the pace for the Spurs. Out of Australia, a shoot-first guard who can hit off the bounce and off the catch, and so that three-point shooting ability puts pressure on teams. He's also a pest defensively, likes to get up and into guys.
Both teams will make substitutions. Nets trail by 4. Screen by Scola. Here's Whitehead. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Lopez passes to LeVert. Good on the baseline, Jay. Here's Mills. Pass to Anderson. Out to the right wing. Dedmon dishes to Mills. Shot clock at 6. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, he lacks some size and some strength, but Mills creative in the inside to finish that one.
Outside, Scola. Pass to LeVert. The dish to Scola. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. So it's Brooklyn now, trailing by 4. No problem knocking that one down. LeVert's got 5.
Well, he's not automatic from downtown, but certainly took advantage of the soft defense there.
And Mills kicks to Leonard. The jump hook. That one misses. And Brooklyn will come the other way.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Lopez. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Worked himself into the mid-range area. Smaller defender on him, so that's a high percentage look.
The Spurs have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Now here's Mills. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from 11. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Spurs lead by 1.
And sometimes it just doesn't matter how good the D is. Kawhi with the all-world ability to hit the jumper even when you got him blanketed.
Now here's Mills. It's Ginobili on the wing. Dishes to Anderson. Here's Dedmon, and he jams it with authority.
Nice unselfish dish there, right where his teammate could do something with it.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Well, Brent, we all know that you come from a huge basketball family. Your dad, Rick, leading the way and in the Hall of Fame, and your brothers all played at various levels. What was it like coming up in a basketball-centric household?
Well, first of all, thanks for the underhanded compliment there. You got that?
Yeah. Free throws, yes. I got it.
It was a lot of fun. Having 2 older brothers and 1 younger, it was very, very competitive. So maybe some of the sapling from the fruits of that tree dripped into us with regards to playing the game. And just was around it. So it felt very natural to be in the locker room, to be on the gym floor, and then eventually push the potential to see where you could get.
And some pretty good discussions around the family dinner table, I'm sure, on the game.
Some decent ones, but Kevin, we played a lot more wiffle ball, soccer, Nerf football than basketball, and most of those games never ever got to the ending. Too much fighting. Too much
some bloody
fighting.
lips. San Antonio making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. Brook Lopez hits them both. And Brent, you won 2 titles playing for the Spurs. In a lot of ways, the model franchise in the NBA. What's their secret?
Well, Kevin, if I told you the secret, it wouldn't be one anymore. But really, it starts at the top with their general manager and, of course, Greg Popovich. When you continue the lineage that they've had between David Robinson and Tim Duncan, it's such a strong foundation for what it is that players are expected to do. And of course, they define their roles every time a new player is with their ball club. It's been sustained success. And most teams, Kevin, now basing their systems on the Spurs model of continued success.
And the basket by Scola. 1:30 left in the first quarter. In the corner, Simmons with it. Ginobili outside. Anderson with the screen for Ginobili. Down low. And Anderson slams it in.
So blessed with excellent court vision, especially for a wing player. Ginobili repeatedly finds the open man.
Brooklyn trailing. The feed to Lopez. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Put that pass right on target. Way to get your teammates involved.
San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Ginobili kicks to Mills. Back to Ginobili, trying his luck deep. Doesn't go for it. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Passes it to Lopez. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
All instinctual because he knows where he needs to go and then force the opponent to do something about it.
Here's Dedmon. He averages about 5 points a game. Clock at 6. Anderson the screen. And Mills kicks to Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
And while he's better known for scoring than playing the PG position in a traditional sense, Patty Mills becoming a better playmaker.
Here's Whitehead. He dishes it to Lopez. Puts it up from 15. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Spurs out in front, leading by just 2. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And we had the chance to catch up with Greg Popovich, and he talked about how he felt Tony Parker ranks among the league's best point guards.
To be in the conversation, I think, is totally appropriate. And Tony is very often not even in the conversation when people talk about top 10 guards and that sort of thing, which has always amazed me. All you hear is all the other names, whoever the new young guard is. And there's a lot of great ones. But to leave his name out seems ridiculous to me.
Pop breaking it down and telling it like it is as usual. You got to love having a guy like that as your coach.
You have no idea how huge that is for a player. Is Tony Parker a great all-star champion, future Hall of Famer? Absolutely. But would he have reached that level without Greg Popovich as his coach? I don't think even Tony would tell you that. So kudos to Pop.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Yeah, I just really love that they're playing with their hearts tonight, contesting shots, making their opponent work for every point.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Jeremy Lin, Booker out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Scola, and it's Kilpatrick in at the 2. And Brooklyn has possession after the basket by San Antonio. Here's Booker. The shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
We all remember Lin's sanity, don't we, Kevin, a few years ago? Jeremy Lin is indeed the NBA's first American player of Chinese or Taiwanese descent. He's had to overcome his share of skeptics who thought he didn't look the part of an NBA player. In fact, the first day he reported to Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte, he had a hard time convincing the security guard to let him in. Kevin, I guess you could say he's broken the mold.
And broken new ground, too, D.A. Thanks. And the Nets making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. The Spurs also changing it up. Lee comes in for Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Green in for Jonathan Simmons. Here's Kilpatrick. He's got 6. He kicks it to Booker. Misses off the right iron.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
On the wing, Green. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Now here's Murray. Defended by Lin. Murray, no good.
Well, he's usually not up for much physical contact, but that time tried to knife his way in there through the defense and finish at the rim.
He with the block, and they get it back. And stolen by Aldridge. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Aldridge kicks to Green. Fires the three. They get it again. There's the pass to Bertens. Aldridge a screen. Aldridge with a screen on Scola. Bertens guarded by Scola, looking to end the drought. Rebounded by Luis Scola.
He can't ask for a better look than that. He just has to knock that one down, plain and simple.
Lynn, that's a two-pointer. And that one comes up a bit short.
Ill-advised shot there.
And he knows it. Got locked into scoring mode. Couldn't pull it back.
Green kicks to Aldridge. Bertens passes to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
And not many players at that position, as explosive as he is in a close game, just rose up to the challenge.
Now here's Murray. Outside, Green. Lee kicks to Murray. And there's the 3-second violation. And to look out the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Spurs.
And not a lot of attempts from beyond the break. Those deeper three-pointers can be a little outside of some players' range, but they've got guys who can make that shot. I think that's just an outlier so far.
Inside, here's Scola. Pass to Kilpatrick. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Well, sometimes when you're that wide open, you start to overthink it, and it looks like that's what he did there. And Pop now in his 2nd decade as head coach of the Spurs, closing in on the 3rd decade with the team overall. Incredible to see that kind of longevity for a coach with one team.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc. And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, we talk about the D. Let's credit the offense. He attacked right there from the moment he saw the opening, not letting the defense react. Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Leonard comes in for Bertens, and Tony Parker is subbed in for Murray. Now Parker. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Aldridge against Booker. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. And you think of Popovich's tenure since he took over the Spurs back in 1996. There have been over 220 head coaching changes in the NBA. That's amazing.
That's just incredible stuff, Kevin. And so many people throughout the Spurs family tree of coaches have been hired not only to be on the bench, but as general managers of teams. So the brain trust of San Antonio and the branches of that franchise, boy, there's touches of it all over the NBA.
Here's Kilpatrick. He's got 6, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Leonard. 4th in free throw percentage, 5th in steals, and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And you know, there was so much excitement surrounding the Nets when they finished the new arena in Brooklyn in 2012. They traded for Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett to try to fast-track their success. But that win now strategy really failed.
And that's what can happen when you mortgage your future. Short-term goals can lead to that long-term misery. And they still have some pieces they can build around. We'll see what additional talent they can attract going forward.
First free throw is good. What do you think of the growth of the three-point shot as a weapon, Brent? Some have suggested that during the All-Star weekend, the three-point shootout should be the final event instead of the dunk contest. What do you think?
Well, I got a great idea. I really think they should expand the three-point shootout into 16 guys playing, and then you hand out a little bracket so all the fans can participate and fill it out.
That's a great idea.
So you go from 16 to 8 and then 8 to 4, then have the dunk contest, and then come back and let those 4 shoot it out. So you could kind of split it up a little bit and make the three-point shootout the last thing that you see. I'm on board with it.
Yeah, sounds good. Now here's Aldridge. He has 5. Green, the screen. Aldridge kicks to Leonard. The kick out to Aldridge. Back to Leonard. 9 feet out. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Leonard's got his second bucket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Screen by Scola. Lee with the steal. Right side Leonard. Feeds to Aldridge. It's Parker top of the key. Back to Aldridge. And here is Parker. 5 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Leonard, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against Brooklyn.
And we all know what a tough cover Kawhi has become. The defender got caught in a bad position and is kicking himself for it now.
And following in the footsteps of Tim Duncan, Kawhi Leonard fits the Spurs mold of what a superstar player should be. Team first, a defensive-minded, a stoic demeanor.
Well, he's not worried about the number of touches either, Kevin. It's when called upon, just be ready. Seemingly avoids the limelight, just like Timmy, and he's all about getting better, being the best player he can possibly be, and then winning big.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Lynn kicks to Bogdanovich. To the inside. Booker. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's his first trip to the line.
Trevor Booker. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Booker. And the stability of the San Antonio roster had always been one of their strengths, but with the departure of some of their veteran stalwarts, this Spurs team has a new look.
It's been really interesting how they've restructured what it is the franchise's foundation is going to be as they move forward. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard and LaMarcus Aldridge becoming the pillars of what the next 5 or 6 years of San Antonio Spurs basketball will be.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And it's tough. His shot's been off today. Luckily, his team still has the edge in the game so far.
Scola, no luck.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. He feeds it to Green for the 3, and they will call over the back on the play.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Brooklyn making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Trevor Booker, and it's LeVert in for Jeremy Lin. Nets trail by 8. Here's Whitehead. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Out to the right wing. Here's Scola. And it's good off the back rim and in.
You know what? That's a shot that great players can make.
Spurs leading by 6. Right side Aldridge. Kicks it to Green. Back to Aldridge. Green, the screen. Block at 6. Shot left block. Tries to save it, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. We'll get a moment now to view the league's stingiest defenses. The Spurs second.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Net shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Lopez outside. Here's LeVert, guarded by Green. Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
Yeah, if the D playing too soft there, they've got to body him up and keep him off that spot.
Now here's Parker. Aldridge a screen. Parker right side. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Here's LeVert. Another one falls for Brooklyn. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And teams love an easy bucket in transition, but a good half-court offense is critical. We see it especially in the playoffs, Brent.
Well, effective half-court offense begins and ends with great ball movement and player movement. So if you're exploring the early part of the possession and something breaks down, continuity into your half-court offense can lead to a great tempo for possessions throughout the course of a game.
Well said. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Bogdanovich. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Lee. Anderson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Now here's Anderson. Pass to Ginobili. To the middle. And here's Mills for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
LeVert the pass to Whitehead. Here's LeVert, covered by Mills. Outside, Scola. Lopez left side. From 13, it's tipped. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Mills dishes to Ginobili. Anderson kicks to Mills to stop the drought. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Shots good by Whitehead.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Mills with it. Anderson the screen. Fires top of the key. Chalk up 2 there. Mills has got his second bucket of the night. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Lopez a screen. Here's Whitehead. To the paint. And the basket by Scola. Scola's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Mills passes to Ginobili. Trying his luck deep. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
The dish to Scola. Poked loose. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations.
Well, I think a big issue for him right now is his performance from the mid-range. Just nothing seems easy for him at the moment, and it's resulted in a lot of missed opportunities for himself and his team when he's taken that shot.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. It's a three-point game. Passes to Hollis Jefferson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn.
And he got off to a nice start, but has slowed down here in the second quarter.
Outside Leonard. 1:04 left to play in the first half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dishes it to Ginobili. For 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Here's Whitehead. The feed to Scola. The pass to Whitehead. Shoots the 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Well, we have mad bombers on both of these teams, each one bringing it from the depths.
Now here's Mills. They set the pick. He dishes it to Leonard. "13 feet away. And the Spurs scoring again.
And there just aren't many guys that have a more devastating mid-range game. Leonard has fine-tuned that shot to where it's almost automatic.
Here's Whitehead. Lopez inside. Misses in close.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
That's really one of his specialties, altering shots in close.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Spurs lead by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Tony, you guys are flowing really well lately. When you guys are having success this year, what will it look like?
To stay healthy. I like our chances this year. Our young guys got a lot of experience, and we play good basketball right now, so hopefully we can stay healthy and play good at the end of the season.
That is always the most important thing for your team, Tony. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down all the action from the first half. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave them a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, the low turnovers really stood out to me. They didn't get loose with it or make silly passes. Nothing was forced. They had a nice flow to the offense. Guys knew where to be on the floor. That's the heads-up style of play they need to bring in the second half.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Nets trail by 5. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. The defensive duo of Green and Leonard make up the perimeter. Lee out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Parker in at the point. Now here's Lynn. Shoots from 14. Another shot. And Booker with the layup. Booker's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Nets.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Lynn against Parker. Up top, Leonard. 5 on the clock. Out to Parker. Lets it go with the 3. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That'll be his second foul of the game. Brooklyn trailing.
Even though Parker is slowing down a bit because of his age, the Spurs are looking more and more to sort of hide him on defense, cross-match him with guys. There's no doubt, though, that experience and veteran savvy is still something they'll lean on the offensive end.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And San Antonio shooting straight 49% from the field. Now here's Parker. He kicks to Leonard. And he converts the layup. Leonard's got 12 in the game. And as Parker loses a little of that blinding speed, we see a few less layups, a few more of his trademark floaters.
And even, Kevin, some extended range there from the three-point line. He's made that shot a bigger part of his arsenal. They seek him out in the corners, much like Jason Kidd did in Dallas in the later part of his career.
Spurs leading by 3. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know about the championships that the Spurs have won, but it's their culture that is admired around the league. Coach Popovich said, "I've been fortunate with the guys I've had come through here. My job is pretty easy when people have that character. You don't have to convince them to get over themselves or to feel responsible to each other. It makes it easier to have a team that enjoys playing together." Kevin?
All right, GA, thanks. Being modest certainly is Coach Pop. He chose the players who fit, certainly. Here's Lynn following the score by Tony Parker. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Lynn kicks to Booker. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got 3 assists now in this one.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Now here's Parker. Pass to Leonard, and it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Spurs making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. And here's Green outside. Traps in the tray. Green's got his second basket of the game.
When you're trying to space the floor, Green's the guy you want out there. The defense is forced to respect him from range.
Pass to Kilpatrick. Clock at 4. A fadeaway. Great D that time from Green.
I don't even know why he's attempting some of those shots. It's just not smart basketball, and he needs to be more patient and let the offense come to him naturally.
Now here's Parker. Aldridge a screen. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Jumper off the screen. Brooklyn with the rebound. Booker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Bogdanovich. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Lopez has got 10.
Yeah, he plays with a bit of a sixth sense around the offensive glass. Perfect position for the easy tip-in.
Aldridge with a screen on Lynn. Here's Parker. And that one is good. And the Spurs lead by 6.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Yep, he's going to kill you coming off of those down screens. As a defender, you have to fight over the top.
Layup off the pick.
Too ambitious of him there, guys. He tried to be a one-man wrecking ball instead of looking to kick the ball out for the better shot opportunity.
Aldridge, good.
Well, becoming more and more comfortable with the catch and shoot, Aldridge is now a threat every time they run that kind of play.
Feeds it to Lopez. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now Parker. He's got 6. Down low. Aldridge kicks to Parker. Green dishes to Parker. Green, the pass to Parker. Aldridge with a screen on Lynn. There's the call on Trevor Booker. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Luis Scola, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Bertanis, he's checked in for San Antonio. Aldridge a screen. Lee kicks to Parker. Aldridge left side. No good off the front iron.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
The wide open look here for Lopez. Buries it from 3-point range. Now just a 3-point Spurs lead.
See, that's such an advantage right there. At his height, it's criminal to have that much range.
Parker outside. He feeds it to Lee. Bertanis passes to Aldridge. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
Got right up in his jersey. I thought they actually traded for him. Didn't allow separation. Just a terrific effort.
Here's Kilpatrick. He has 6. Here's Lopez. In for his 7th make in 13 tries.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lee, a screen on Lynn. Parker kicks to Lee. Passes it to Bertanis. Inside. In the corner, Simmons with it. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Kilpatrick, and the call will be against David Lee. That's foul number 2 for him. Brooklyn making some changes. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Whitehead in for Jeremy Lin. Then for the Spurs, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Lee. And it's Ginobili in for Bertanis. And Jonathan Simmons gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Spurs. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Mills in for Parker. Here's Whitehead. He has 5. Down low. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. 19 points for Brook Lopez.
Man, he is scoring in so many ways right now. The versatility on the offensive end really helping out his squad.
There's the screen. And Mills kicks to Ginobili. Trying to get back on track. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Kilpatrick. That shot off. San Antonio trailing here. Ginobili outside. Pocket 6. To the left wing. The 3 for Mills. Luis Scola with the rebound. Brooklyn with the ball. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Here's Kilpatrick. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Kilpatrick's got 8.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Yeah, he absolutely refused to back down there. Crafty lay-in.
Now here's Ginobili. He's got 8. Dedmon dishes to Ginobili. Right block shot and stolen by Scola. To the middle. There's Hollis-Jefferson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 5-point Nets lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint. You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, some of that right now might be a lack of toughness, but you can't combine that with laziness. Guys are not crashing down and closing off those driving lanes.
The Nets making a switch here. LeVert's checked in. Spurs also with the sub. Leonard, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Spurs trail by 5. Now here's Ginobili. 8 points for him. Kicks to Leonard. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
Just one of those insane nights for Leonard, putting on a one-man show offensively.
Here's Whitehead. 5 points in the game. Now the dish to Lopez. And he makes that one. Lopez has got the lead up to 5 now for Brooklyn.
Yeah, so solid converting at the rim. The defense can't give him that look.
And here's Mills. Leonard, the pass to Mills. Back to Leonard. From 10 feet out. Nice jump shot. Good. Leonard's got 16 points.
And there's that suddenness. Leonard in traffic, inside, still able to explode up and convert.
Here's Whitehead, covered by Mills. Dishes it to Lopez. Stolen by Ginobili. In transition, here come the Spurs. And stolen by Scola. And here's the fast break. Here's Whitehead, and he gets it to go. He's got 7.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
To the wing right side. Tipped away. And stolen by Simmons. Lopez with the block. We take a second here to take a look at the shot chart.
And the 3-ball really hurting them right now. Taking way too many bad shots from deep. Yeah, they've had some decent looks, but when it's not falling, it's hurting your cause. I wouldn't say to go away entirely from the 3, but they've got to do a better job of only taking a 3 when it's a great shot.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. Nets leading by 4. To the inside. And the dunk by Lopez.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And to me, this is why they're winning, guys. Unlikely players stepping up huge against a defense that's really nowhere to be found.
Here's LeVert. He's covered by Ginobili. Now the pass to Whitehead. From past the arc. Here's LeVert. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. 1:30 left in the third. Mills with it. The feed now to Leonard. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And the commitment to seizing every scoring opportunity, Leonard outworking and out-hustling people inside.
The Nets working the ball around now. LeVert, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Ginobili. For Brooklyn, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Luis Scola. Daniel Green, he's checked in for San Antonio. He's perfect from the line this time.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Now Mills. Outside, Green. At the elbow, it's Ginobili. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to Leonard. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Leonard's got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Leonard with the steal. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Well, this team now has to settle in right here and have a great possession without getting so aggressive that you compound your mistake.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Here's Lopez off with the layup. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Nets. They're up by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. Spurs trail by 4. Trevor Booker is out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Ginobili. Inside, the kick out to Aldridge. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Parker with the steal. And there it is for him. Parker's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for San Antonio. Parker's gotten 4 of his 7 shots to go. Pass to Lynn. Pass to Kilpatrick. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Lopez. It's blocked. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Parker leading the charge to tie it up. And the Spurs scoring again.
You know, you hear that A word all the time, aggressive, and sometimes just being that can turn your game around. He's been that in the second half, their go-to guy here.
Lopez kicks to Booker. Good on the bucket.
Love to see the resolve from an offensive player after a disappointing first half. He's been terrific here in the second.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Feeds it to Aldridge. Back to Ginobili. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Outside, Green. Here's Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Not just a great shot maker these days. Aldridge can still throw it down on you if you let him get all the way in.
Outside, Lynn. Down low. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Lynn. Lynn's got 6 assists in the game. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Parker kicks to Ginobili to take the lead. No good. Shot missing. Burnett's with the lead. Passes it to Kilpatrick. Good on the triple.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Aldridge against Booker. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Booker. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Luis Scola. He's checked in for Brooklyn.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
And LaMarcus at 6'11" is capable of playing both the power forward spot and, as the league moves forward, the center position. He favors playing the 4, but that versatility was huge in the Spurs signing him and keeping him around, something every team would value.
David Lee's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Good on the second free throw. And when you talk about Aldridge at the 4 or at the 5, Brent, which position do you think he's best in?
Well, Kevin, seeing the league going smaller and smaller, he's more skilled, I think, than most centers at that 5 spot. He's got great foot speed, lateral movement's good, and he can stay in front of the smaller players, and that enables him to stay big against small ball lineups.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
Simmons checked in for the Spurs. Spurs trail by 4. Now here's Parker. Lee kicks to Parker. Picked by Lee to the paint. Got a piece of it and stolen by Scola. Lynn with it. He's picked up by Parker. Lets it go. Lynn's shot is off.
Yeah, I know the shot's been off just a smidge tonight, but he's contributed in other ways to help his team have the lead in this game so far.
Now here's Parker. Aldridge a screen. Aldridge with a screen on Lynn. Parker kicks to Green. Fires for 3. Knocked away.
Not quite enough defense That time around, just lucky he was off.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Parker. Screen by Lee. 5 to shoot. It's Parker with the drive. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Well, those are the shots that you expect him to make. You've seen it before, and so far, just not on his A game tonight. Beautiful timing, execution, great move to the rack.
San Antonio's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Picked by Lee. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, the D wasn't awful, but it wasn't stifling either. He really should have made that shot.
Lynn kicks to Lopez. Lee with the steal. There's Green with the 3. Good on the triple.
Always eager to shoot the 3, and on the fast break, he knows it's going to be there for him.
Outside, Lynn. And the pass to Kilpatrick. It's tipped.
At the line for your nets, Sean Kilpatrick. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Leonard, he's checked in for Jonathan Simmons. He hits both from the stripe. Spurs trail by 5. And here is Parker. Outside Leonard. Shoots off the screen. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Back to Lynn. Well placed. Alley-oop pass into the layup. And the Nets lead by 7.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Right side, Leonard. Another miss by Leonard.
Well, he could not have been any more wide open, guys. Wow, I bet he nails that shot next time he gets a clean look.
And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Lynn. 27 points for Brook Lopez.
Well, the shooting percentage is excellent so far, and without him, they might not have the lead like they do now.
Parker kicks to Leonard. "11 feet away, and that one goes long. And here are the Nets. They're on a 15-6 run. Parker against Land. He kicks it to Lopez. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Spurs trail by 9. Outside Leonard. Outside Aldridge. Back to Leonard. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
He thought he had the keys locked there, but the refs saw it differently, and they call the goaltender.
San Antonio making a switch here. Mills is checked in. Brooklyn leading by 7. Outside, Lynn to the inside. Here's Kilpatrick. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. San Antonio's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now here's Mills. He feeds it to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. That one, no good. Good D by Lopez. The Nets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Here's Kilpatrick. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And the Nets lead by 10.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Nice game. Great performance by Brook Lopez.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
The Nets making a switch here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Dedmon's checked in. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Now, here's Mills. Leonard on the wing, defended by Lynn. The 8-footer. Ray, you were a 4-year player at Oregon State. Now most NBA players come into the league after just a season or two at the college level. How do you think that's impacting the game right now?
I think the situations in which some of those younger players go into, Kevin, can be vastly different. If you have a player that's played 1 or 2 years that's getting drafted in one of the top slots, they're usually going to a team that's very bad and probably very young. In the later part of the draft, those young players are going to well-established teams that are coming off successful seasons that have a place for that player to learn and grow and be part of the culture. So those experiences for those young guys can be very, very different.
Excellent point. Good on both. Here's Lynn. Inside. Here's Hollis Jefferson. San Antonio with the rebound. Mills with it. Kicks it to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a 3. No good that time. Nets leading by 8. Here's Kilpatrick. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Kilpatrick's got 10 points now just in this quarter. San Antonio's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Now Mills. There's the pick. Now the dish to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Leonard's got 28 points for the game.
I mean, he was great in his last game. Clearly, he has not lost that love and feel.
You can see the focus there. His desire is evident. All hugs and kisses right now.
Moment here now for an injury report.
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for San Antonio. And the news is pretty good. It does not look like a severe injury. This injury could be devastating for them. This is a team that had title hopes, Kevin, and this is not what they need.
Thank you, David. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
Well, for how hard he competes in the game, you know he's going to do just the same when it comes to rehab. He may recover faster than most because of it.
Here's Lynn. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Lynn. Lynn's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Spurs trail by 5. Outside Leonard. There's 1:40 left here in the fourth quarter. Launches it. It's good from long range. Leonard's got 33 points.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Brooklyn's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Lynn kicks to Lopez. Takes the 13-footer. It's deflected. Now here's Mills. He's covered closely. Leonard draws the double. On the wing, Green. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Kilpatrick. It's rebounded by Leonard. San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Dishes it to Mills to take the lead. Oh, good on that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. From 12 feet out. Lopez, no up. Now here's Leonard. Not a lot of room. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
With those long arms and with the high release point, Leonard is practically daring you to foul him.
First one, and that narrows the gap to 1. Lee's checked in for San Antonio. And it's tied up with that one.
A good guy to have on the free throw line when the score is close. And he takes care of business as usual.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Kilpatrick passes to Lynn. Lopez against Lee. And again, no good by Brooklyn. San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Now here's Mills, defended by Lynn. Here's Aldridge.
Good! No, that's the shot of the game.
You want to talk about clutch?
Timeout called the Nets. They're trailing by 2. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this?
I really like when you run plays that have options, get to either one, and take the best shot available.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Lynn. The feed now to Lopez. Back to Lynn. It's good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And I really like how Lynn elevates his game when it's all on the line. Just an amazing performer in the clutch.
Here's Leonard. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. Extra time just about to get started here with the jump ball coming up. Be the Nets off the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the floor for San Antonio, Leonard and Aldridge, the two stars at the 3 and the 4. Parker and Green, the tried and tested backcourt. And it's Lee in at the 5 down low.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Lynn kicks to Lopez. There's the pick. Pass to Kilpatrick. Fires from deep. And he's good on the 3 ball. Kilpatrick's got 21.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
And he's not a guy you can give open looks to. The D has to be better. Got to learn a lesson there.
Now here's Green. Aldridge is screen. Green dishes to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Lee passes to Aldridge. Lee kicks to Leonard. Back to Lee. Kicks it out to Leonard. from past the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Leonard's got 38 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Up top, Lynn, covered by Parker. Wallace Jefferson. Here's Kilpatrick. Aldridge with some nice D.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
The only way you're going to challenge him in that situation, you have to attack with more power.
Now here's Leonard. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Lynn against Parker. And Leonard gets it to go.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Just under 2.5 minutes passed here in this overtime. Right wing. Here's Wallace Jefferson. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Lopez. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Lopez has got 31 points.
Yeah, crucial basket there. And as long as they've got that mismatch, big on small, they've got to take advantage.
The more that you level up in the game of basketball, it becomes about the matchups, identifying the weakest link, and then exploiting it.
Lynn against Parker. Screen by Lee. Parker dishes to Lee. Lopez with the steal.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass the way down low. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
And what an exciting game here with 3 minutes played so far in overtime. Here's the screen. Pass to Kilpatrick. Off the pick. No good on the shot. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Parker passes to Aldridge. Parker kicks to Leonard. Back to Parker. Outside Aldridge. 6 to shoot. Leonard dishes to Aldridge. Fader on the way. Rebound Brooklyn. Lopez has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Lynn kicks to Lopez. To tie it up. He takes it up and lays it in. Lopez has got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Ties it up with that one. You know, he's such a smart scorer. He doesn't force anything, lets the opportunities come to him.
And it's Leonard at the elbow. Parker with a clean look. Wallace Jefferson with the rebound.
This team is counting on him to knock down looks like that. It has to mess with your confidence a little bit.
Connects.
As many attempts as you can get in close, those are high percentage.
The Spurs have gone a shade under 50% from the floor here in overtime. They've hit 3 of 7. Here's Bogdanovich. Pass to Kilpatrick. To the middle. It's in!
A nice pass in close quarters. Sometimes those can be tricky.
So it's San Antonio now. Screen by Lee. Outside Leonard. Lee sets a screen for Parker. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Yeah, unfortunate there, guys. Just a poorly set screen when he didn't want to sacrifice his body to spring open his teammate.
Luis Scola. He's checked in for Wallace Jefferson.
Luis Scola.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice statistic.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Nets, Jeremy Lin. Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2, gentlemen.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
And Lynn has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, can't let any time off the clock here. Every second critical.
It's money from deep.
And no problem having Green take big shots in big games. He's been tested.
We're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Shooting for Brooklyn. Sean Patrick. Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And those could be daggers. That trip to the line puts this one out of reach.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're behind by 4. We've got 13 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Parker outside. Aldridge left side. For 3, gets it to fall.
And the shot from Parker there is just so clutch. What an unbelievable basket from him. He just gets it done on a regular basis.
Thanks, guys. Congrats, Brooke, on the win. You guys were down, but you were able to overcome it. What does that say about your team?
You know, I think it shows our poise. You know, we responded. You know, I think we were really at our highest urgency level, and we came together as a team. And this time we held our lead in that.
Well, maybe you'll continue to develop that killer instinct during the rest of the season. Thanks, Brooke. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie
Kenny
Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal,
The 2K
Kenny
Sports
Smith,
postgame
and we present
show.
our Jordan Player of the Game, Brook Lopez. He came out of halftime not to be denied. Active, assertive, everyone rallied around his energy.
Well, not much has really been going good for this team lately, so for him to have a game like this is big. They gave him a little bit more responsibility, and boy, did he run with it.
How about those moves that Brook Lopez was putting on tonight? Woo-wee. Now, this guy in the low post is second to none when he's playing to his full potential.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. It's a long line at the buffet, though.
Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Yes,
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.